Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Bannon, and today I want to talk to you about a special tool that we use to measure objects and find their links. So today that tool is actually called a ruler. Now, your ruler might look a little bit different than mine, and that's okay. Sometimes they're different colors, or mine is made out of wood. Some of yours might be made out of paper or plastic. As long as it measures 0 to 12, then we are good to go. Okay, so I want to focus down a little bit on our tool that we are learning about, the ruler. And I want you to notice that this week we are working only on the side that measures in inches. So I'm focused on the side where the gaps are a little bit bigger in between those numbers. I should have somewhere, and I'm not sure why this ruler doesn't, but it should say inches, and somewhere it either says inches or it's going to be an abbreviation, which would be IN. On Miss Bannon's ruler, I don't have that, and I'm not sure why. Some of them might not. On the other side, though, the numbers are a lot closer together. We do not want to focus on that side this week. We'll talk more about that in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to flip my ruler back around to my inches. Now, this first tick mark that we have does not have a number, but we must keep in our brain that that first tick mark actually means 0, okay? Then we're going to keep going, and it goes to 1, 2, 3, and it continues to count all the way until you get to 12, okay? So if we start at 0 and we measure an item that goes to the 5-inch mark, the length of that object would be 5 inches, okay? Same thing if it was 0 to 8. The length of that object would be 8 inches. Or what if you only measured 0 to 2? What would the length of that be? 2 inches. Good job. So I have 3 objects here on Miss Bannon's table that I actually want to practice measuring with you, so that this week when you start measuring at home, you are absolutely 100% sure how to use your ruler. Okay, so I'm going to start with my blue sticky notes. So a major key in measuring is that you always start at that 0 tick mark. So I want to line up my sticky note, one edge of it, right on top of that 0 mark, and I'm going to see what number it stops on. So the length of our blue sticky note is 3 inches. I'm going to write that on my paper right here just so I don't forget. And remember in the beginning of the video, I told you that IN stands for an abbreviation of inches. So our blue sticky note measures 3 inches long. Okay, let's set that to the side. Now I want to do my pineapple notebook. And we could measure it with the spirals, but it's going to be easier to measure the smooth side. So again, I'm going to line up my pineapple notebook perfectly on top of that 0 tick mark, the best that I can, right here. And then I'm going to follow it all the way to the other edge and see what number it stops on. And this one stops on 8 inches. So again, I'm going to go find my pineapple notebook. And this one was 8 inches. I'm going to use IN again as my abbreviation. My 8's a little crazy. That's okay. Crazy 8. And then the last thing I have to measure today is my green sticky note, okay? Again, I'm going to place my green sticky note right on top of that 0 tick mark to get the correct measurement. And I'm going to follow it all the way down to see what number it lands on. And this is measuring as 6 inches long. Okay. Now, I have pink highlighter here, but Miss Bannon doesn't have a pink highlighter, so we're just going to not worry about that one. Okay? I want to ask you a couple of questions before I leave today. So we have 3 objects here. We measured our blue sticky notes, our pink pineapple notebook, and then our green sticky notes. So remember, a ruler measures the length of objects. I want to know which object out of my 3 was the longest. Okay, let me write that word down really quick. It's hard to write upside down. It's okay. My kids know I make that mistake all the time. Try to write upside down. Okay, so was my blue, green, or pineapple the longest? Let's look at our measurements over here. We had 3 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches. All right, if you said the pineapple notebook, you are correct. So let me turn that around. Okay, so the pineapple notebook measured 8 inches, and that is the longest. And now I want you to tell me which one was the shortest. Let me turn it around so I don't write my letters upside down or backwards again. Okay, looking at our measurements, we had 3 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches. Which one is the shortest? I made another mistake, you guys. It's okay. Good thing I'm writing in pencil. All right. So if you said our blue sticky note, you are correct. So our blue sticky note was only 3 inches long. That one was the shortest. All right. I cannot wait to see you guys measure all of your different objects and practice using your ruler. Soon you will get to measure your own objects using your ruler and show them to Miss Bannon, and I'm really excited to see them. So remember, if you have any questions on how to use your ruler, you know exactly where to find me, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. I love you. I miss you. Have fun practicing.